Notts County talk, it's finished Kings Lynn 2, Notts County 4, an unbelievable away game. The fans roared us home after such a poor first half performance. We'll go on to that in the player ratings. I don't know where 4 goals came from. You know, it was an absolutely amazing game to be at. Obviously, before we go on to the player ratings, with the sad news of Colin Slater passing last night at the age of 87, everyone associated with the football club was deeply saddened by it all. But I was thinking in that game, George, that's one I'd love to have heard him commentate on, especially that second half.
Yeah, without a doubt, a game full of goals, an exciting second half, and it'd have been really honest, wouldn't he, about that first half performance? So you got to give that one. That one was for Colin, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely 100%. We'll go on to the player ratings then. We literally could do a first half and a second half player ratings. We'll combine them. First half was
dismal. Worst first half we've seen this season, without a doubt, and nothing comes close to it.
Yeah.
And I've got you. I mean, you can stand there making excuses. The pitch was awful, right? And it sounds like an excuse, but genuinely was awful, and it really did play a part in how bad we played, I think, in that first half. And we come into it a bit in the second half, and obviously it pays off. So
I was saying to George at half time, I said in that first half we've probably misplaced more passes than we have in the last 3 games combined. We'll get onto it. Sam Slocombe. I'm going to be controversial. I haven't seen the goal back, the free kick back. I think it was centre of the goal. Unbelievable free kick. I think he could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. It's a tough one to call, I think. From the angle that we had, it's quite far away, wasn't it? But sweetly struck free kick, it's whipping and bending all over, and it's hit the crossbar and gone over the line, hasn't it? So it's as tight as you can get.
That's only on a first look from me.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult. But I'm going to give him a 6.5. 6.5.
Yeah, I agree. There was one point in the first half we were under immense pressure, and he passed it straight to one of their strikers, and the pitch played a part and made it difficult to actually keep under control.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you. Who should we go on to next?
Let's start. It's hard, but 2 formations, second half and a first half. We'll go for. We'll do it as it was, a first half formation. So, Cal Roberts.
We're going first half.
Yeah. Well, no, we're going all together, but we'll do the players as the formation was first half. So Cal Roberts at wing back.
Oh right, okay, yeah. 10 hat-trick in 15 minutes. As long as I can remember, I think that's the quickest hat-trick I've ever seen a Notts player. Might even be in the flesh as well. 15 minutes, takes the match ball at the end of the game. I mean, you can criticise him all you want, but I don't think he was too bad in that first half, to be honest with you. I thought he was alright defensively. One of his best defensive performances in that first half. And in the second half, he's put in his preferred position in a 4-3-3 as a winger, and he's absolutely torn them apart, hasn't he? And I'd just like to say as well, he's absolutely silenced Pierce Bird, because he was celebrating that their first goal, wasn't he? He was cheering in front of our fans.
Yeah.
And I just think, I have a bit more respect, but in the end, we've come away and we scored 4 against the defence that he's in. So
I agree 10, and I want to say, if you've ever got the definition of a player coming out and thinking, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck and win this game, that's it.
Yep.
Unbelievable. We've seen his trademark cut inside. If Cal Roberts starts playing has now played himself into form in this side, honestly, 10. We'll go Chickson.
Never puts a foot wrong for me. I'm going to go 8.5. I think first half wasn't great, but he was probably one of the better defenders, players on the pitch, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, very good. I'll go 8 as well. And when he went to that full-back position, which they played second half, he was fantastic. Yeah. Alex Lacey, always difficult for a player that's the only natural centre-back, and I think the first goal highlights that. Brindley beaten at the back post by a giant, but Brindley's not. That's not his build. If you have a centre-back there like Rawlinson, possibly, or Cameron, they head that away. But that's not me saying I want to change Brindley there, because I do like him there. It's just they caught us on the back post. So I'd go Lacey, second half especially. I think, we've let 2 goals in. One's a free kick from like 30 yards. I'll probably go 7.5.
I'm going to go 6. I thought he was alright. He was spraying some long balls, which I thought, they were effective once or twice. But I think one too many times it's just not really led to much. And like you say, he's the only natural centre-back. Difficult game for him. I mean, it might sound like a harsh score, but I just don't think he's done fantastically well today for me.
Richard Brindley. For me, weakest of that back 3 first half.
Second half.
Second half, good. So, I'm going to go 7.5 again.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5 as well. I thought Brindley was, like you say, a lot better in that second half. A lot better.
It's going to be hard to work out who to go for next. We'll go with Matty Palmer.
You know what? I just absolutely adore Matty Palmer. You know.
You shouted his name all game. You want him to come and give you a shirt, didn't you?
Yeah, but he said he can't. They reuse them, don't they? Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Maybe at the end of the season, who knows?
Whistle him as well, won't you?
Don't want me. I tell you what a player we've got there. Absolutely superb player. You know, there's all this talk about Roberts and Wootton going elsewhere. I mean, Palmer's said that he's here for the project and he's here long term, but a player playing like that, I mean, he can't go unnoticed by clubs up above, and he's fantastic. I've got to give him an 8. I thought he was really good, really good.
Yeah, I'll go 8 as well. Fantastic. Ed Francis, hooked at half time, but it was for the formation change. I don't think it was necessarily bad, but I thought one of our problems first half, the midfield was so crowded. The midfield was too crowded and they were pressing us in, so taking a midfielder in that centre off, I know we played 4-3-3, but it was a bit wider than what we were playing.
Yeah. Centre mids overlapping the wingers.
Yeah, 6.5 I think.
Yeah, do you know what? Right, I agree with you, but I just want to say Ed Francis has really changed a lot of people's opinions, you know. I think this last few games he's been so assured, and I think he misplaced 1 or 2 passes tonight, but it was on a difficult surface where everyone was misplacing passes, you know. Yeah, 6.5, can't be too harsh on him. I think he was quite good today.
Frank Vincent, that is a boggy pitch. The guy looks like
guy's a joke.
The guy looks like he's just had a full 12-hour sleep, sprung out of bed, even with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And he's got the goal.
I mean, this is such a random analogy, right? But he just seems like one of those guys that wakes up out of bed and he's dancing. Do you know what I mean? Just full of energy.
I don't really know about the dancing bit.
No,
you're right, it's a strange analogy.
100% he is.
Let's just say he's had his Weetabix.
He's had his Weetabix and he's dancing downstairs. He's that guy, I'm telling you.
Fair play, absolutely fantastic. And he just loves it. His knee slide celebration in front of the fans, you know, he absolutely loves it. I feel like he loves the club already. What a player we've got on our hands. So thank you, Tamworth, for taking us to that replay. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
You know, if we get 10, 15 million for him in the summer, we'll give you like 40 quid. Because fantastic. Vincent, I'm honestly going to say 9.
Yeah, great goal. His link-up play is second to none for me today on the pitch.
Yeah.
9, 10 or more.
Ruben Rodriguez. Good player.
Good player, great player.
Good player. Very good player.
Yeah. I think he found it difficult, very difficult in that first half to work it into the game, but I think everyone was. Second half, we've said this for every player really, haven't we, so far? Different player, linking up well. He's such a key player. I'm going 8.
I'll go 7.5. Almost, I don't know. I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go 8. I'm in a good mood.
Isn't it?
No, it's not. I'm in a good mood. A very, very good mood. So 8 for Ruben, and his work rate, you know, at some points Chickson's overlapping him, so he drops back to receive the ball, draws players out, and then you've got the space. So really, really good. Kyle Wootton, first half got no change out of their centre backs. Second half, bossed it.
Yeah.
Could have had about 6 free kicks the ref didn't give.
The ref, that's another one.
I'm not talking about the ref. Absolutely diabolical. Like one of the worst I've ever seen in this league. Genuinely, didn't know what advantage was. You know, awful referee. 1 out of 10. Kyle Wootton, I'm going to give. I thought he was very good at hold play.
Goal. Jesus.
8.
8.5.
The assist for Vincent's goal. When you see that, if you didn't go to the game, perfect weight. Yeah, fantastic.
And on the pitch as well, to have to judge it a little bit differently than you would
Yeah.
on the pitches that, you know, like you like at Meadow Lane and our training ground. Different gravy.
Yeah.
What are you giving him?
Just said.
What you say?
8. Could go 8.5. I'm gonna 8.5. No, 8.
8.5.
Zach Brum came on, gets an assist.
Meant a lot to him as well.
Yeah.
He was really celebrating in front of the fans. It really did mean a lot to him. And yeah, he's exactly what he explained himself as, I think. Sort of tapered off a little bit towards the end of the game, but it's expected when you're sort of against run of play a little bit.
Can I just say, at one point we had Cal Roberts, Zach Brunt and Ruben Rodriguez on the pitch in the National League. That's frightening.
Yeah,
frightening.
Yeah, put that in your diary.
Put that. What?
You nearly said
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
You
Yeah.
say anything.
I'm in a good mood. Zach Brunt, I thought, if that's what we're going to see from him after a few days training with the team, solid. I'm going to go 8 because when he came on, not just him, the game changed.
Yeah. 100%. I agree.
I'm going to link these two together. No, I'm not. I'm going to put Kyra Mitchell because I thought he had a point to prove. He almost got an assist.
Stretched him really well, I thought.
Yeah.
Should have had a free kick. The ref again absolutely just got like. I'm not going to do it on camera because I might hurt Tom, but there was a player jumped right over his back and he's just on the floor in a heap, isn't he?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I thought Kyrie was really good. 7, I think. Yeah, no, 7.5. 7.5.
I'm gonna go 6.5. I thought he was good, but I don't know about 7.
No, I thought he really stretched him at a point where, you know, when they scored the free kick, it went 4-2. It could have been an awkward ending. And then Eli Sam gets the chance from the fans. I thought again he was okay when he came on. I'd go 6.5.
Yeah, I'll go 6.5 as well. I thought, you know what seems to be getting better and creeping in a bit, his game management seems to be improving quite a bit, and that for me was one of his key assets, because I think he's a good finisher of the ball. We've seen it a couple of times, you know, we've not seen loads of him, let's be honest. But you sort of feel like, I don't know if I'm getting carried away myself here, he might be creeping back in a little bit maybe.
Well, that game management is why you couldn't bring him on at the end of games, because if you're 1 or 2 ahead and you gave away a silly free kick, Kings Lynn at home last season reminds me. But yeah, he seems to be alright, and he was holding the ball up really well, so yeah.
Quick
decent
as well, a lot quicker than I thought he was.
Yeah,
when he's closing their keeper down.
very good. Birchnell and Doyle, then I'll put them together. Whatever they said at half time, absolutely brilliant. You know, those players came out from that first second absolutely raring to go. What a fantastic away day, and credit. I was saying, I don't know how many would turn up, you know, with the postponement and down to a Tuesday night, very like a cold night. So yeah, fans are fantastic. Fans get a 10 from me second half. If you have enjoyed the video and would like to know what you think, leave a comment, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.